Alright, gang, let's have a look at one very important thing that I actually forgot what it was. Shit. I'm doing real good today. That's right, I wanted to see if we had radar on our... Okay, good. We picked up a head that has radar, so that's going to help us out quite a bit. How much leg space do we got here? Not a lot. And we don't have a ton of cash with which to buy anything great here. In particular, we really can't buy like a pulse cannon, which is what I would want as my backup there. Like, yeah, we'd be able to fit... Hell, we could fit 2 of these if we had enough cash for it. And that'd be pretty good, but, alas. That is incredibly unfortunate, and I hope that gets fixed sometime soon there, Retro. Although, again, unfortunately, it looks like you're not going to be able to get that share. Escort transport. What's going on with that one? I'm trying to think. Do I know what the deal is with either of these missions offhand? And the answer is not particularly. So I don't know. Escort transport sounds like a little bit less than fun, but let's take a whack at it. Let's see how we do here.
A bomb has been planted on one of our transport vehicles traveling the A24 superhighway.
Oh geez, that might be a problem.
It's designed to explode if the transport decelerates, so we'll have to defuse it on the fly.
Oh, this is just like I think the movie is Speed, where it's like the... You know what I'm talking about, right?
We're clearing the highway and redirecting the transport to a remote area, but a contingent of enemy units has taken up positions along the route.
And somebody really has it out for these dudes.
Please ensure that the transport reaches our bomb disposal team without incident.
550 euros on sale. Well, I would hope it's a good fucking chair then, but... Ooh, just ooh.
If the transport comes into contact with anything, the bomb may explode.
Gotcha, so don't accidentally kick it if we can avoid it. Well, I got a feeling we're gonna fail this one just by virtue of me being a clumsy idiot. Only a 72% estimated success rate.
Clear a path for the transport.
Combat system engaged.
Gee, guy, I hope that debris isn't a...
Raven, clear a path for me.
I hope the debris isn't an issue, buddy, because I don't know if I can deal with that. But I know I can deal with the robots. Oh, buddy. Okay, good. I was making sure that this guy wasn't about to get backstabbed, because that would just be kind of the worst. You've heard that the new game is even harder than Dark Souls. Well, I could believe that. These games get fucking hard, man. Like, I obviously have not played AC6 yet, unfortunately, but, yeah, just from my experiences with several of the past games, there are multiple missions where you have to fight at least 2 mechs after dealing with all the other crap in the mission, which is a lot to go against you all at once. Oh god. We're at the leaving area, so as long as we don't take recoil. So, I'll I'll go ahead and I'll spoil this one a little bit because, well, we'll see the finer details of it when we actually get to the mission in this game. But there is a mission in this game in AC3, and this one stonewalled me for, I think, literal years, where you're required to take an ally who is a specific preset AC, and there's a bunch of stuff that you have to fight in the beginning of the mission across some really, really difficult terrain. And then another AC shows up to fight you, and your ally turns coat. Your ally just betrays you. So it becomes the strategy to kill your own ally before you get there in order to make things easier to handle. Otherwise, you're up against two incredibly tough ACs.
Mission complete. Callback
So,
system is
yeah, these games can get a little bit spicy, to say the least. I've definitely heard that there are some real cheesers, Zephyrium. Welcome, by the way. Hopefully my mic isn't getting too hot, but I am seeing it peak a little bit. You know. Definitely, I guess what I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if it did get to be that bad, but, I mean, even Dark Souls has some stuff that you can apply the appropriate cheeser to, right? I haven't looked at a Dark Souls game in a while. Alright, since we had a nice, easy time there... Oh shit, we ranked up. I think we can go take on more of the arena now. Wow, that fast. That's pretty good, if that's the case. Damn. Let me tell you, that makes me happy. Hey, free money. Alright, so we can go ahead and we can fight our D ranks here. Pylon. Oh shit, that's number Big Eye from Yu-Gi-Oh! As the emblem there. Big Eye? I think it's Big Eye. I'm gonna go look it up. Yeah, that's number 11 Big Eye. Like, obviously it's just like a weird space cone. But just the fact that it is like, hey, a weird space cone, that sticks out to me. Anywho, if we're going to fight in the arena, we should probably go a little bit more hog wild with the weaponry here. So it's time to sell some stuff for a minute here. Yeah, we're gonna chuck our arms too. And we're just gonna go in with some fairly stout cannon arms. Maybe a gat, you know. We'll see what we can do here. And that's not necessarily a bad strategy, Retro, is just go in with your as much firepower as you can. I tend to keep it a little bit more balanced because I do like to at least pretend I know how to evade attacks. Let's grab us a chain gun. We should be able to do that. So we have our bazooka arms. See, I like the way these things look just by themselves. No joints, just always sticking out. 4 barrels apiece. Those things look like they can mess you up, and they can. Oh, no! Look at that. We're 60 units over. Oof. You know something? I think we can get away with this. Let's try. And on top of that, I don't know how mobile this fella's gonna be. Pylon here is using a reverse joint, so usually reverse joint is kind of like your more mobile type of bipeds. So this may not actually be our best choice for armaments here. Ooh, I see those triple rockets coming in. Okay, no, I think we want to deal with just the regular shots here. Yeah, the quad shot spreads too much. We'd have to absolutely be in this fella's face the whole time to make that an effective use of our... Oh! Well, thankfully our enemy did just get in our face for us, so... I don't know what... I don't know what that sound meant, but there you go. Oh, they took out the parry blades, didn't they? Keep in mind, I do want to make a big asterisk here that I played all of like 10 minutes of Armored Core 4. And so I don't know if that's been a thing that's just been missing from the franchise since then. But, yeah, those were things that... things, yeah, okay. Those were a thing that are in this game, and they're incredibly awkward. So no blade arms either, I guess, which is kind of tragic. I enjoy those, even if I don't use them a whole lot. Ooh, so we got a couple here. Alright, first of all, we've gotten ourselves a new generator. Alright. That could be pretty cool. And we got somebody who's trolling us. Buddy, I'm going to cause you an issue sooner rather than later, so don't start resting on your butt too soon or something. I don't know. Your butt laurels. Alright, radiator, that's not what we're looking at. Alright, so let's take a look at how this thing does for us. This gives us... Alright, it's lighter. Its energy is weaker, though. From what I've read, the CGP RAS is basically, like, the best generator in the game, or damn near, so we may already not have to worry about that, which would be pretty nice. Let's see if we can get ourselves some heavier legs, because I would love to have the machine gun on there, so that way we can have a little bit more stuff to work with. What's that? Is that the one that we... That's going to be our upgrade? Yeah, that should be... Yeah. Alright. Actually, we even got a little cash left over, I think, if we want to pick something else up. Yeah, we can do that. We can grab some more defense. We can grab more weapons. I don't know, I'm feeling like more things to hurt people with. Can we... Oh, we don't have enough for that, right? Oops. I was just thinking, are we able to support that on here? And we might be able to. But we don't have the money for it right now. So let's take a look at what Backbreaker's got going on here. Ooh, Backbreaker is looking like sort of a mid-tank. We've got, yeah, tier 2 blade, rifle of some description, pulse cannons, and an emergency radiator, I believe, is the extension there. So that's an interesting set of things. Anyway, yeah, AC4 was your favorite before 6, Zeffy. Interesting. I may have to give that a bit of a go. I bet it controls a lot better than the earlier games. I was saying last time that one of the reasons why I ended up not picking Armored Core 2, even though I think AC2 might be like one of the overall best in the series, is simply on the basis of the fact that it's all D-pad controls. And I was doing a little bit of testing with it, and first of all, I found that it was very awkward to control without using the stick, but also that, like, just jamming on the D-pad for a while was not actually feeling super great. It's okay, buddy. You do what you got to. Like, admittedly, the PS2 D-pad is soft enough that you can, like, sort of not completely kill your fingers, but it doesn't feel the best. Alright, so... Einhander. Alright, buddy, yeah. Oh, Jesus, yeah, that's gross. So, this guy's started trolling us, and there's actually a good reason why. He's got kind of a scary setup. Because on his right hand, he's got a heat handgun, which is like meh, and he's got some missiles, which, you know, those can be kind of a pain in the ass. I think he's got multi-missiles and ground torpedoes, which, you know. But you might notice down at the bottom of that parts list, down in the ARM Unit L, MLB Moonlight. Yes, he has this game's LS Moonlight, so we do not want to be anywhere near him. From what I've been led to understand, and this is a thing, I just ended up like reading a bunch of semi-related stuff by looking up some information for a few things and be like, can I plan some builds? Can I find where I need to go to get the hidden parts and stuff? Because those are of import to me, to say the least. So apparently what you would really like to do in order to ease this fight a little bit is go to the parking lot arena, because it has a low ceiling and he's going to try to fly. And the AI is just going to not realize, hey, yeah, that's a bad idea here. Let's see if we can come up with something smarter. So that might make our lives a little bit less terrifying dealing with this dude. I mean, he's still able to get into the air enough to actually not have his ground torpedoes eat complete shit. And yeah, you can see that handgun is not nice. OBing while we're on fire is probably a bad idea, by the way, but, oh, he's, like, right nearby. Alright, well, dude, if you want to stay that close, I can always make it worth your while. If I can actually land any of those. Which, admittedly, is kind of hard to do. Oh, God. Oh, right, this arena has lights in it. I was like, that's some intense smoke effects for this game. That it's, like, actually screwing up my vision. No, this place just has, like, actual lights that you can break. Which is kind of cool. I admire it on some level. Yikes! Get off me. Yeah, see, this dude is like the status effects guy, kind of. At least judging by that. Because he set us on fire a lot so far. This might actually be a good fight where we'd want a better radiator. Again, if we're probably going to end up failing this, so... As you say, does this dude even have ammunition left still? Yeah, he's got... Oh, yeah, we're... I was gonna say, the odds of us being able to not get hit by a multi-missile... Getting hit by a stray multi-missile is probably, like, the big threat here. I'm gonna give this another shot. Because I almost feel like I'm onto something. I just have to get him into, like, better placement, which, admittedly, is gonna be rough. But if not, we're gonna improve a couple of parts here. And basically, I'm either going to get a better radiator, or I'm going to get an extension AMS, because... Yeah, see, I told you that overboosting while you're under heat is not a good idea, because that has a massive discharge flare. That is so not a technical term. But basically, yeah, it set us on fire because of the, whatever the word that I'm looking for here is, because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Listen, I'm definitely not, like, a science person. Well, at least not in that regard. I don't even play one on TV. But you guys kind of got what I was trying to say, right? It barfs out a gross amount of heat when you OB. Oh, I don't even do that either. Man, it really feels like I didn't get away from it worth anything. The other option is that I go, like, hardcore missile boat, and I just try to counter-missile him in an open field. I just don't know if I have the... I don't know if I have the green at this point to do that, you know? Because that's a lot of parts. Can't lie to you, I'm surprised that he hasn't tried to sword me even once, and I've been dangerously close to him several times. Oh man, if I die to the ground torpedoes, that's gonna be embarrassing. Oh, he's out of ammo. Now is when he's going to try to start blading me, right? I should not have gotten away with that. But, you know, score 1 for the AI being too stupid to use its strongest weapon. Never mind, that guy's a little bitch. I'm gonna pay for saying that. I apologize. It wasn't right to say that. But it wasn't wrong either. Alright, so here we've got our requisite machine gun fella here with ammunition out the waz, and by that I mean, what, 900 shots total, because machine gun arms and 2 chain guns. I mean, I respect it, but also just meh. I feel like I should do something different as a result, though. Are we going to have enough to be able to get our... Yeah, we've got enough for that. We're going to grab our double vertical missile launcher. Oh, no, we don't have enough for that. Ooh. I'm stupid. I thought that was the 90K one. This... Oh, I'm an idiot. However, as cool as these things are, I'm going to dump them and I'm going to grab some missile launch and arms and see if we can't get ourselves in a position with that. That's vertical torpedo. This... This one's just... Yeah, okay. So we want to set that to the second mode when we use it. Duly noted. Okay. And grab that. Do we have enough to get a missile extension? The answer is of course not, because that is something that probably shouldn't be that level of budget, really. However, we can do this, and that'll be fun. I don't have anything else to sell, right? I mean, I could just pawn my legs and my boosters and go into a tank body or something, but I like where I'm at. No optional parts. Right. Okay. Alright, so go to the regular arena because that is our... that's got a nice high clearance, so we can actually use our vertical missiles. I do enjoy the double vertical back unit. It's a pretty good piece of gear. Yeah, you can see this guy's another firebug, basically. Oh god, we're... Yeah, not a good idea to be getting in anywhere resembling range. I'm gonna take a second shot at this, and barring that, we're gonna have to rethink our strategy a bit. Because otherwise, like, this guy's kind of got like an instant death radius almost. Not literally, but it'll mess you up. Oh, those are some fast locks. Okay, so it does seem there is something to be said for the arm units, which, yeah, we'll try just dumping the vertical, shoulder unit and try just going with the arms for the moment, because, yeah. We'll also see if we have space for a radiator enhancement. We may very well not. And by space, I mean in the budget, not necessarily in terms of the mech. I'm sure that we'll be able to afford that by weight. All right, so yeah, we're gonna take the second one. I'm pretty sure that these are going to have enough ammunition for us to do some things, and also they fire enough. Basically, I'm not expecting this guy to be able to, like, completely defeat that, is what I'm trying to get at here. Radiator, how's about this one? This sounds, yeah. Not the triangle one, although I do just love the look of that. This seems like this might be up our alley here. does that do for us? Oh, significantly better. Especially in the force cooling. That is pretty great. Oh, boy. Yeah, unfortunately, we just sort of went from, like, 4,700 to 500 in that one block there, and that was a big problem. Otherwise, I suppose that I could try, like, what would be a good thing to use here? Other than just staying the fuck away. Which is not always going to be super feasible. Sadly, the only real mobility extension that we could use would be the back booster, which isn't quite going to do us as good as we'd want here. That was some funky movement I was doing there, so that may have killed me. Yeah, I think that my, like, dodging back into his strafing there screwed me over. This is working. It's just that I'm playing badly. There we go. See, that time he didn't dodge near as many of my missiles, and obviously that helped quite a bit, as you can tell by the fact that I actually won that time. Alright, so what's D11 here? We got... Ooh. Alright, Aster is a, looking like a bit of a mobile unit here. With the back booster, rockets, more rockets, sniper rifle. Interesting. Well, I have no idea what's on that list, so... Let's get in here and... see what we can do. I mean, yeah, a long range, the amount of long range weaponry here on a fast core all kind of makes sense. Ooh! Oh, I didn't even notice the napalm rockets until now. Well, there's your melee weapon, I suppose, buddy. However, thankfully, being a float leg, that thing is a complete glass cannon. So we were able to just feed it a bunch of missiles. Alright, so what is Yellow Boat looking like? About the right kind of color scheme that I'd expect out of Yellow Boat. Oh god. Oh god, is she another... Oh, for fuck's sake, she's another Moonlight user. That's terrifying. And midweight looks like a flyer of some description, but with a bazooka. This is gonna be fun. Also, she has an AMS. That might mean that I'm gonna have to do some part reassignment here. Some quite severe part readjustments. In order to even have a chance at doing a whole lot of damage to her. Or we may be able to overwhelm it. I mean, that's always a possibility. I can't see extension ammunition, unfortunately. Ugh! Ow, 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 ow! That bazooka's no joke. Whoa! Yikes! God, I saw that ammo number and I was a little bit terrified. Also, because, like, I thought this thing had 25 shots, the laser cannon. Also, I didn't remember the shots being gigantic and orange. Alright, well that turned out to be not so bad, but it was kind of scary, I gotta say. Especially just how fast we overheated from the bazooka, that is kind of nasty. Bazookas are just overgrown handguns, at least in this game, not in real life. Ooh, new spam. What you got? Yeah, radar performance indicates a high level. Oh, yo, they just gave me a free part. VREX MS1. All right, so that's pretty cool. Nice. I forgot about that. Is it because I'm using, like, almost entirely... Yeah, like, my entire AC is crest parts, just by sheer coincidence. It's... I mean, obviously, this is, like, not super important. Is this thing worth money? I hope this is worth money. Because otherwise, it's kind of underwhelming. Yeah, it's a wide and shallow lock type, which would be great if we were using like a machine gun or something, or even just the Budget King rifle that we've been using for missions. But otherwise, all right, Suburban King, what do you got going on? You've got missiles. You've got an AMS. You've got a shotgun. Oh, he's got the left arm howitzer. Oh, this is definitely a close-in model. This could get a little bit rough. I may have to, again, go and rebuild. I'm not good at doing, like, long-range based ACs, so... I need to put some distance between this dude and me. I'd like to actually try to get my two locks. Ooh. Yeah. I am not suited to what this guy's putting on the table for us. As if that hasn't been abundantly clear. Oh. Well, whenever we were making progress, we were doing incredibly well. So we're gonna take another crack at that, and if that fails, we're gonna look into some more different stuff, because I need enough distance to be able to properly get my locks going here, because he has good sideways movement. Seems like such a very specific thing to say, but also it's true. Alright, well there's our... That's what happens when your energy runs out, by the way. Your whole meter goes red, and it takes red zone type of time to recharge. So yeah, what we're dealing with here, we definitely are not prepped to deal with that properly. We need something a little bit different. I mean, we could try doing a heavily armored close-in model ourselves. And just be like, okay, you come up here and we'll hash this out, you know. Let's do this Texas style. Let's sell that, because, yeah, equip impossible. Well, we're not even going to use them. I want to take a quick look at these numbers. Okay, yeah, so the default there is our better one. FCS. In this case, we want to see if we got an ND one here for a reasonable price, and the answer is going to be holy shit, no, we don't. Oof. 88,000 for the cheapest narrow and deep FCS. Ugh. The game knows that that's real good. Alright, so we're gonna also try mixing it up maybe with this thing. Yeah, so we've got an EO in there. Yeah, this one I think has like laser cannon exceed orbits, which it's a little bit dangerous going to a core without an overboost. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna give it the old college try here and see how we fare. The answer is probably not that well, but we're gonna try anyway. Hell with it. That's just a mag. We don't need that. We're gonna deal with this for the moment, and... Alright. Come here, Suburban King. I was not expecting this to be a hard fight, but I also don't remember a ton of the arena in AC3, except that it ramps up a fair bit harder than AC2, to be fair. turn that off for now, actually. Oh yeah, those missiles, that's death. Ugh. Yeah, so I don't think that this is going to be the strat, but we're going to take a second shot at it, and if we fail, we come up with something different, I suppose. As you do. Yeah, those vertical missiles are insanely hard to dodge, by the way. Just want to throw that out there. Anytime I'm like, oh yeah, those are death, it's because dodging them is not easy. So we're going to sell those off, and we're going to grab ourselves a fairly respectable set of arms here. I mean, this one has a good energy supply, which is probably not going to be super important for us, but we'll take it anyway. Damage on that one seems pretty good. I have a feeling this is going to work better, though. Now, let's go for the most absurd piece of absurdity we can get here, which is our old friend. Oh, Jesus Christ. I should have expected this. Yeah, the pursuit pods are always gigantically heavy. So we're going to switch cores here for a moment. With the Orca. Even then, we may want to go back to an OB core. Ah, we're too poor for it. Damn, yeah, that thing's expensive. Am I sure I don't have anything else I can throw away? How much is this worth? Not as much as I thought. Oh, we're going back to this thing for now, I guess. Yeah, to be fair, an overboost would probably be a smarter idea. Alright. Now a game. Lanzar, let me equip him. Damn it! Can I cut, like, 350 off of just the arms? Yeah, I can definitely do that. That said, I did say this is incredibly stupid. This is probably not going to work, but I do want to at least have an excuse to show off the pursuit pods, because they're pretty fun. So you shoot this thing out, and it fires just an absolute buttload of missiles. The pursuit pod is nice in that it's borderline guaranteed to deal some damage. Like, it is just too many missiles for any AMS to be like, hey, yeah, actually, I'm gonna, you know. And then, of course, if you just aim it stupidly. Oh, also, I actually landed just dropping the pod into this dude's face. And the damage output on that is freaking huge. Of course, the range for that is very short. It's like the ultimate display of what the large rockets are about. In that they're at their best at short range, but this time it's severely limited short range, and the HP drop is disgusting. Also, I'm pretty sure we got away with that almost solely because we planted that thing right in this dude's face. Just one perfect shot. And it did things for us. Alright, so what do you got, dude? You've got... you got a mix of stuff, it looks like. A mine dispenser, huh? And you've got the lightweight machine gun. CWM. Yeah, okay, so that's an anti-missile. They're really toting out the AMSs here, huh? Like, just a ton of them. Alright, I don't feel like changing nothing. Let's see if we can get away with this. Oh, we can do that. That's always fun. Oh, fuck, we're on fire. Yeah. Again, he is using the same machine gun as us, so we probably should understand what that does at this point. That went alright. It was a little bit scary in terms of us having a chance, but it went alright, so... I can't complain that much. Alright, flare up. What are you carrying here? Ooh, I see. You are the missile champ for at least this part of the arena, huh? Well, we should absolutely go pick ourselves up an AMS. I don't know if we have money for a good one, but we have at least money for something. The question is, do we have enough weight point budget? And 200, I mean, the odds are quite low that we'll be able to even equip anything from here, but let's take a look. Oh no, we can do something. We don't have enough money. Ah, right, yeah, that's the problem. Oh yeah, we don't need these arms anymore because we can't use them. No, we got a little extra cash. Let's go hog wild here and see if we can fit this on here. We're probably gonna be like 1 over or something. No, we're actually 2 under. We are so close to the weight limit. That's really funny. I think this is the closest I've ever been to an AC's weight limit. It's either that or I'm massively going over any time, and I just find that very, find the result here very amusing, that's all. Ooh, yeah, this is some very high attrition warfare we're dealing with here. We either get it done fast or we die fast. Either way. See, I think the problem here is that using the pursuit pods has turned me into the sort of person who's just trying to line them up the whole time, like some sort of idiot, and that's just not smart play. But we're gonna take one more crack, and then we're gonna remodel as needed. Because again, if that's the case, we can do some fun stuff with this. We've got enough resources now to at least sort of start on having a little bit more customization. Hey, we landed it. We landed a pursuit hit. So I'm almost thinking that like the hand rockets would be a good choice if we have to remodel here, because this guy has, like, the most boring movement patterns in the world. Hand rocket would mean that we wouldn't have to waste time with weapon switches. But we got away with it, so who cares? That's right, I don't even have to try anymore. It's getting funny now. This shouldn't be good. Alright, no spam. Alright, Hard Edge. What are you toting for us, Mr. Hard Edge? Oh, I like that. I like the leg parts. That it's like a boat. It's like this mech is just stuck in a kayak. Oh, hey, look, it's another AC with that machine gun. It's almost like it's real good or something, actually. And missiles. No extension, so we're not seeing, like, the most hardcore of missile boating. Are you on the basic laser blade? This guy looks like a joke. I mean, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me for saying that, but like, this looks like a severe downgrade compared to the others that had like legit build strategies to them and stuff. Ah, I see. Buddy Boy is going to be moving around in interesting patterns. Let's turn on our AMS so that way we can at least deal with those, because... Ah, shit. We ran out of energy. In my defense, the guy got behind me, which is always incredibly spooky. Bye! Oh god, yeah, we're toast. We may as well just stand back and take it. Because we ran out of... Yeah, I think that the humor of the pursuit pods has worn itself out. Tragically, that is not going to be a real strategy anymore. It was fun for a little while, though, I gotta tell you. I did like those quite a bit. So yeah, that guy's build is unimpressive, but it's the movement that gets me. So, we're gonna go with... How do those measure up to... Okay, yeah, we do have a little bit more weight wiggle room. So we can throw on a... We can throw on a sword of our own if we wish. Or, ooh, we're gonna take this. Yeah, the left arm howitzer is a pretty fun piece of equipment. That thing does some good business. Anyway, let's try this out with our vertical missiles. Those should help deal with the fact that Buddy Boy goes in the air all the time. And spends just the whole 9 yards up there. Yeah, as you can see, that did some good damage. Unfortunately, the left arm howitzer is a little bit slow to fire because our AC has to put up its arm every time. But when we land a hit with it, it's pretty good, solid base damage. So, not a terrible weapon, and hey, 50 shots in it, that's pretty good. Any spam coming in? Nope. Alright, Fragile. What's your, I know what our friend's favorite Yes album is. Suffers from energy consumption issues. I can only hope that actually comes to pass here. That's the third level rifle, I believe, and 2 of those pulse cannons, which I've heard aren't very good, but I suppose we shall see, won't we? There's no real missiles to worry about there, but we'll do that anyway. Good accuracy with the pulse cannon shots from this fella, at least. However, we pretty much took him out with just our vertical missiles, and that's kind of sad. Although the DPS was incoming, so... yeah, something there. Sweet Sweeper. Having a good time? I am indeed. Hello there, Thigh Potato Dude. Potato. We'll go with Potato. How you doing? Hope you're having a nice evening. You got, okay, those are just the basic missile, and that's a... I forget what booster that is on the extension. But we're definitely looking at a pretty fast-moving fella. This might be a little bit, hopefully not too bad, we'll say that. A little rough, maybe. Although, again, so far we're having a nice case of the tearing this dude apart with our vertical... yeah. That's all the damage that we did was just off of the vertical missiles. And what a great part. It's real good. Does a lot of work. Ah, yes. I've played Armored Core 3 before. It's a real good one. Armored Core 3 and Silent Line, really fun games. Check to make sure there's no email spam. Because, you know, we wouldn't want to miss any of that. Oh, hey, look, it's our friend with the pursuit missiles. We were just using those to some humorous ends earlier. Oh, hey, look, that machine gun again. We've seen... I'm pretty sure we've seen at least 3, possibly 4 of the MG350 in the D ranks. And that howitzer is a spread type, if I recall correctly. I have a feeling that this mech is not going to work and we're going to have to rebuild, but again, we're going to try once on what we've got already. I mean, clearly we're looking at an enemy who's not going to just die from pursuit missiles, from vertical missiles. So, at the very least... oh yeah, no, this is absolutely just like, hey, yeah, look at me, I'm... that guy too. Just like, oh hey, yeah, look, it's the build. The left-hand Howie is really good. Yeah, we simply don't have the... as you can see, we just didn't have the longevity to deal with that. We were a little bit too not tanky, which we can fix that. Which means I may want a higher capacity machine gun would probably be a good one. I mean, yeah, I could just... There's a lot of things I could do with this. I'm curious if I'd be able to just tank up here. Because that's also usually a thing that's pretty good. So we dump the legs. If we go tank, which we're gonna try with that, we're gonna drop our booster also, which I haven't like tried upgrading my booster in a while, so yeah, we're going all the way here on this one. And back units. Yeah, overheating is the concern. But we'll see. Again, we'll see how it goes, and if it sucks, we'll try something else. Which is pretty much just what you do. If your thing doesn't work, you try something else. Oh yeah, I was looking for the 500. Or do I just want something that the DPS is harder? I mean, sadly, there's no grenade rifle available to us right now, and I am definitely not going hand rockets with the howitzer. That seems like a mistake. Geez, I'd have to see what I have at this point in terms of availability, but we can definitely go with a blade, because we got enough space for that. Yeah, we're taking the big blade here. The second strongest, because this game does not have the halberd, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that's a Silent Line exclusive thing. Yeah, we're gonna sell these for a... Oh yeah, I gotta re-equip my stuff afterwards. Well, that's fine. Let's look for a better set of arms here in terms of a lot of things, really. Yeah, I think we can go just whole hog on the defense here by equipping the cask. We should not have to worry about weight whatsoever. I only have one grenade launcher for crying out loud. Oh yeah, my extensions. Right, because that should at least weaken up some of the pursuit pods, which is going to be really important considering I'm in this. Oh yeah, it definitely gets to a pretty crazy point with the builds sometimes where you just are looking that closely at stuff. I ran into a point earlier where one of my builds where I was using the quad legs there, I was exactly 2 weight short of being overweight. It was pretty impressive. And then just trying to math out all the other stats, which I'm not really great at a lot of the math related to that, so, you know. Oops. Burned myself out there. Didn't install Doom on it. You can't. Nice, though. That's the kind of dedication I can appreciate. And yeah, there I go, OBing myself on fire a second time. Okay, that was extremely janky, but we got it done, so... Nice. Like, wow, I used that grenade cannon really badly. Alright, so let's take a look at Kleisen here. What do we, Okay, this is looking to be a pretty fast core. Shoulder unit is a middle missile? No, it's middle rockets, pardon me. And yeah, using the MG500 and the throwing blade, as it were. My brother used to call it the boomerang way back in the day. We're gonna... Again, I probably should go and do a rebuild, but we're gonna take one shot and see how badly this particular build fares against this sort of thing, and then go, what are we dealing with? It also, in theory, should get me a better look at what the AI is going to be like, and if I'm misjudging the balance or anything. Misjudging the balance. What the fuck am I trying to say? Misjudging what this guy's AI is going to be like. Okay, well, we managed to... We landed a grenade, so... Yeah, not... Kleisen is looking to be not as airborne as I was expecting, which I will take that. Because that means I can kind of get away with what I'm doing here. Just OB away. Yeah, it's a lot of terrible aim on my part, so... Oh well. I also extremely don't need that extension here. It's gonna be close. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, that hurts. That's the worst way to lose. I'm sure I've said that before, but when you hit the point where it's like you lost by a frame or so, ugh. Ugh, brutal. Yeah, it's like, that's a real feel-bad moment, because it's like, oh, you saw him exploding, but also you still lost. And like, okay. Yeah, I mean, actively, I did die before they did. I could tell. It was less than a second, but I definitely, that's an understandable loss, but like, seeing them hit the 0 AP and you still lose, it's... Oh, those rockets gave me some serious heat there. Guys behind me. That's okay, though. One of the rare times when I'll be like, yeah, it's fine that the enemy is behind me. I'll make it work, because this guy's looking much more like a head-on type of dude. It probably helps that his blade is not melee. That is some very good luck, because I've had it happen to me. I've definitely had it happen to me in this game. I've had it happen to me in Slack. I've had it happen to me in AC2. And I am missing with these grenade cannon shots so badly. Actually, it just really feels like this is a terrible weapon to use here in general. Oh, there's good damage. I was like, it doesn't seem like they're hurting this guy worth a shit. But no, I just had to actually land them halfway decently. Hey, look, it happened again. Damn. No. Oh. We can do this. We just... We just gotta not suck, I guess. Ooh! That time we got ourselves set on fire from that. That's unfortunate. If I want to land damage that way, I should probably be using the hand rocket instead, because I'd be able to get a little bit of, like, not priority, because that's not how it works in the game, but I wouldn't have to do any weapon switching. And I could just start mashing the B as soon as the... B. I could start mashing square, pardon me, as soon as the match begins. You know, B, square... We understand the roles these buttons serve. So when you call them by the wrong name, you still feel incredibly silly. I mean, yeah, that is often my strategy of just like, you know, I could go back and rebuild, or I could just keep doing this, but this time it actually paid off for us somehow. I don't really know how different things were that time, but there it went. All right. Our last D ranker that we can fight. Come back. What do we got going on here? A very fast... Wow, this is an interesting build. We got a tier 3 laser. We've got a pulse cannon. We got small rockets, hand rockets. Just go machine gun blade. I mean, that's fairly understandable, because that's usually... I admit that, like, if I bust out AC2, I'll do enough stuff, basically, to get to a point where I've got the T100 and the MG saw, and get some quads, and just be like, you know what? The hell with it. You know, replacing parts as needed, and stick with, you know... Although, admittedly, when I start off, I'll just, like, sell my booster and my legs and grab the cheap tank legs, because that's a huge budgetary bonus. In AC2 specifically, I believe that is... Oh, goodness. Also, that's a middle missile, not a pulse cannon. Dumb, and that makes this dude significantly more dangerous. In AC2, it is an extra 21,000 credits for you to play with if you just sell the legs and the booster and switch to the cheapest tank legs. For some reason, there's a super cheap set of tank legs that's 15 grand. And sure, it's, you know, it eats your mobility for lunch, but just the amount of flexibility in terms of build that it gives you is super good early on. There we go. We let our target a little bit. Very nice. That's very understandable. I can understand why someone would be like, yeah, no, because the mobility loss is really bad. Because it truly is. And there we go. That's as much arena-ing as we can do for the time being. Oh god, I cannot do hardcore lightweight, I'll say that. So one time I had a core build in AC2 that was the super light biped legs, the ZBT ZI R tier, which is, I think, the just pure strongest booster in the game, and I don't remember what else. I think it was literally like the LS Moonlight and the lightest right hand gun I could get. It was uncontrollable. I could not play that. But it was fun while it lasted for like the 2 seconds that I was like, okay, I'm gonna clobber this into submission and we're gonna make it work. And for those glorious 2 seconds, oh yeah, I should get rid of my grenade launcher too, because we're not taking that on a mission. Don't be silly. That's too much money per bullet. Yeah, I think the RE Rex is something we'll be able to support. Yeah, especially because we take this on missions. This is our budget king here, the RF-220. Like, I wouldn't want to use that in a fight because, you know, it doesn't end it fast enough. But if we're going on a mission and we just gotta fight generic enemies, then absolutely we take that. MX not. What's our good booster option here? The NI Mare is our like super high power one. I think the Ox is the most efficient. Yeah, we're taking that. Oh, don't worry, we're getting to the lasers in a second. I just gotta do all this stuff and see what kind of... Can we fit our, Okay, so we've got a hair over 1,200, pardon me, a hair over 1,400 to play with, pardon me. So we go into our old friend, the back units. Where's... There we go. Oh, whoops. This much of my core turned into Mirage again. Oops. I'm not even paying attention to the present, surprisingly. I don't think I'm going to need this for a mission. At least not for a minute. But we do like our pulse cannons for missions because these ones are pretty good in terms of overall efficiency. And hey, 80 shots apiece, that's nothing to sneeze at. I don't think we have enough to get like the really good... Oh, it increases generator capacity. We can grab that. We don't have the energy weapon damage one, do we? No, We can buy it, technically. We just don't have enough money for it. Sometimes I do. But I ended up picking this thing up mostly by virtue of the fact that it's a pretty well-rounded piece of gear. Good price on it. It works. It's not perfect, but I will come back for something a little more perfect, basically once we beat the game, I suppose. Yeah, that sounds about right. Once we are... Yeah, pretty much. And also, just on top of that, the fact that it is a highly efficient in terms of total ammo capacity. I mean, this thing is very lightweight. 325 is pretty good. The damage is decent by rifle standards. I mean, okay, yeah, a middle tier rifle, yeah. Absolutely, you know, that's what we want, right? But it's okay for that, and again, 220 ammunition is pretty good. It works for our purposes quite well. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to snap the game in half over its knees. It's not the Kurosawa or anything like that. But it will do what we want it to for the time being. And admittedly, this is a game where we do have to, like, unlock a lot of stuff relative to some of the others, I feel. I mean, for example, I was not just going into any of these fights just absolutely blazing it up with the grenade launcher arms, because we can't buy those yet. If I recall correctly, those are, like, the reward for beating the guy at the top of the A ranks too. In this one, they're like, yeah, those are too good for you. So what do we got here? End employee rebel. Oh boy, yeah, this one. This is pretty similar to one of the first mission options that I was saying some stuff before. And by before, I mean, God, 5 days ago when I last streamed. Oh, it's been rough lately. Anywho.
The factory we had to clear out the other day has been reoccupied. Apparently, the rebellion spread further than we thought. Those holding it are threatening to release a deadly nerve toxin if the factory's closure isn't halted. The deadline to meet their demands is soon approaching. Their resolve leads us to believe that one of the other corporations is manipulating the situation. A peaceful resolution is probably out of the question.
Ah, yes, a bit of...
Your objective is to
I forgot what I was saying. So, yeah.
generators and eliminate all forces occupying the factory.
Alright. 14 dudes, some nerve gas machines. Stop a peaceful work union. Yeah, hey, it's our second time dealing with this same, you know, factory union.
There are 4 generators.
This situation hasn't been a horrible mess.
There are 3 left.
I was saying very early on when I started streaming this game, because this is the first AC that I've taken an Armored Core game on stream. I was saying that I think it actually kind of rocks just how much you are in, like, a lot of serious gray on black morality a lot of the time, and I am not 100% sure where the... No, I don't want to do that. I want to see if I can get some map info here. I can't rotate it. Or maybe it's shoulder buttons, but either way. I actually think I'm not using a head that has a strong enough comp for that kind of thing. Yeah, I was kind of saying that I think it's actually, like, really strong of these games on some level to just be like, hey, yeah, you're going to do a lot of incredibly reprehensible things by virtue of being a mercenary.
Target disabled. 2 more to go.
I missed a thing, didn't I? And that one I just couldn't see very well.
Target disabled. You have one left. All generators disabled. Now secure the factory.
Okay, yeah, so I gotta go back and remove that turret from the elevator shaft. Again, we're not really going for, like, perfect here. Oh, I thought the music completely cut out after we got the last generator. Just because of where the loop seam was. It would have been great if it did. At least on some level. But yeah, if I recall correctly, also, ouch, we got chewed up pretty badly there. That's alright. You gotta go, like, to get an S rank in that mission, you've gotta do it in, like, 2 minutes total, which, yeah, that was a bit rough, but we survived by a pretty good margin, too. And again, hell with it, we'll save. Basically, again, my feelings are that for stuff like that, we will worry more about getting particularly high rank after we beat the game. Because once you beat the game, you can go back and replay all the missions, including stuff that you didn't play. Because sometimes we will gain and lose access to stuff depending on which missions we choose. Yeah, that was a mess. Destroy the bomber. I have a bad feeling about that. Anytime it's like, oh hey, yeah, there's an aircraft of some description that you have to deal with, I immediately get this like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to deal with the choppers, and they're gonna just give me a problem. Defend the monorail. Wellness Research Laboratory. There's a recurring name from AC2. Let's check in on this one. It's been a few days since we've heard this dude's voice, so.
Nair Bridge, a work in progress, has been seized by forces threatening to destroy it unless construction ceases immediately. The project is one of great importance, literally bridging the gap that has impeded trade between the two neighboring districts. Those holding the bridge are thought to be part of a smuggling ring that has benefited from the situation. The smugglers disguised themselves as bridge workers and commandeered their MTs. The bridge's construction must not be delayed. Eliminate those holding it.
I'm gonna assume they were just using whatever they had at hand, because all the construction crew MTs, right? Oh, this one is significantly higher chance of success.
Decided to ignore our warning.
That's okay. Admittedly, I'm not like super great at these games, so I like them a lot. I'm just not really good at them. Yeah, the bridge is pretty thin. Is this a mission that has a secret part in it? Or am I thinking of a similar setup in AC2? Because, yeah, AC2 had the long bridge mission with the GN92. I remember that. I... You know what? Yeah, you're right. My guess is that it's like some kind of... no, that's... I was going to be like, it's some kind of welding unit, but then why is it just a crane? And yeah, look at me doing things that...
Mission complete.
the super not wanting to use ammunition of just using the laser blade. That's kind of silly. Anywho, oh god, that's still a seed. We must have just been, well, again, it's only 8 dudes, so honestly, I can kind of understand why they'd have some pretty tight requirements on that, but that one didn't feel good to see. I'll say that. I mean, I guess, in this world, a homemade laser weapon is not necessarily the stupidest idea. You know what? Alright, I guess I'll... Do I really want to save that? I mean, I can do better than that. Yeah, I'm going to redo that, and I'm going to see if I can get a better score, because... honestly... I mean, if it was an excavator... that would make sense. I mean, the concept of a mining laser is not necessarily an obscure one. So, you know, just expand it out to also being an excavator. It doesn't seem like the weirdest thing that somebody could design.
A Raven.
Combat system engaged.
There isn't much room to maneuver. Watch your footing.
Are you? That's right. It's these things. Hello, lock? There we go. That's better. Oh, I'm sure you give them enough time, and something like that will come to pass. I mean, it's clear that there's demand for more games in this series, right? Armored Core 6, I'm pretty sure that Armored Core 6 is already a million seller, which, by AC numbers, that I'm going to just hazard a guess is gigantic. You know, again, now that FromSoft is like this weird sort of household name after the Dark Souls years.
Mission complete. Combat system disengaged.
So surely, like an AC6 expansion pack similar to Another Age or Slack or For Answer or stuff like that, or actually, again, from the sounds of it, people are... Yeah, I don't remember how well AC4 and 4A sold, but they definitely seem to be the most popular pre-AC6. So, yeah. Honestly, judging by the... I've heard some people say that AC6 is pretty hard. So, maybe the comparison should be Last Raven. Oh, Last Raven is brutal. Then again... I don't have a full copy of Armored Core Nexus, so that may be where my feelings there come from. Alright, so what do we got? Rescue survey team. And the monorail. Defending missions are always make me a little worried. So let's check out this rescue the survey team one. Besides, I don't think we've heard the Kisaragi fella's voice yet.
The survey team we infiltrated into Mirage's research facility was discovered and is currently trapped.
Oh, they're not going to have a great time.
They're doing what they can to hold out. but the odds aren't in their favor. Enter the facility and help them escape.
Guys, just go find a really big cardboard box for a little bit.
To destroy the survey team. Make sure they fail.
Alright, so are we on a sort of like nebulous time limit that would be hard to define as a consequence?
Combat system engaged.
The survey team needs assistance. Hurry up and find them.
Yeah, I suspect that in the greater scheme, AC6 is not necessarily going to be like super hard compared to the others. Because again, these games are not simple. But then again, I wouldn't know for sure. I haven't played it yet. Alright, yeah, this door is... it's one of those. Path is branched somewhere. I just... is it over here? No. It's very likely that I just completely missed where the proper branch was, because I was paying more attention to dealing with the things that were on my radar. On some level, yeah, that does sound kind of, that comes together in a way, is what I'm looking to say here. This thing is lit up, so... is this seriously just a weird wall thing? I'm gonna take a look at my map in a second, which is not a... oh, there we go, okay. Yeah, I thought it was...
Raven, cover us!
Survey team identified. Make sure they get to the escape point.
I think they're safe on this side.
Over there!
It's just the incoming... yeah, because the enemies... well, let's not say they respawn, because that's not quite accurate, but there's new ones. Alright, let's try to not shoot them in the ass ourselves here.
Enemy reinforcements are closing in.
Stop him!
Alright, if we get their attention, that's good enough. Ah, crud. Oh, I think they were tanking our shots for us.
Team destroyed. Return to base.
Dang it. Ah, we can reload from that.
Mission failed. Combat system disengaged.
That didn't go well, as you can tell. Oh, well. This is what the reload is for. This is why we save before every mission, because, yeah. I mean, again, it's not game over. That's only in a few levels where we have a game over happen for losing a mission. Not as many as Armored Core 2, I think. I don't remember, actually, come to think of it in terms of numbers like that. Yeah, thankfully it's a nice short reload. This doesn't seem like a super hard mission. I just gotta, like, anticipate what happens to the survey team a little better. I basically don't have to go into the room that they're in, though, so...
Combat system engaged.
at least I don't feel like I have to.
The survey team
Because they were under some fire, but it seemed like only enough to... Well, alright, you have yourself a good evening / whatever time of day it is where you're at.
Raven, cover us.
Survey team identified. Make sure they get to the escape point.
I was gonna say, they have anyone to... No, it looks like... Well, hopefully we're not going to get reinforcements propping up behind the survey team. That would just be incredibly mean. But we should be able to move on ahead a little bit here. And this is the next door. I think they'll come.
Enemy reinforcements are closing in.
Stop him.
That was an interesting movement I just did that was kind of not ideal, to put it nicely.
We made it. Thanks for the help.
Alright, we got him safe. Much better. I feel fairly confident last time that I accidentally shot them several times. And that was the big problem. Well, thank you, and again, have a nice everything going on there. Another B rank for us. That'll do. That will do. Oh wow, we've ranked up to C already? Holy crap, we're gaining that rank very fast. I remember that taking much longer. Especially because we're only at 10%. Yeah, we've got some nasty biz to deal with here. Our mech is not suited for arena combat, but for a moment, I want to take a moment here to show off our first enemy of rank C, Thunderhouse, with that scary ass laser cannon. The linear ion cannon. This thing does the most damage per hit of any weapon in this entire game, if I recall correctly. But it's also a double back unit. It's got 10 shots. It weighs a ton. And of course, if you're on dual legs, you got to kneel for it. I assume this dude is using OP Intensifier or something and doesn't have to worry about that. He's also got an RF-220. See, he knows what's up. He knows that's a good budget king there. Let's get us some... well, we want to stay light on our feet, obviously. So we're gonna go in for a little bit of the old heavy duty here with a nice, massive thing of destruction of our own in the form of... Ooh, maybe the plasma cannon. Oh, that sounds fun. But no, we're going to take the grenade launcher for now, because that's usually a pretty good bet, usually. Then for a bit of close-in work, we're going to stick with that, which gives us a ton of money to spare, but... yeah, that's hardly what the thing we got to worry about there is. All right. Yeah, missiles are not going to be a great choice because he's got an AMS. It's not the strongest AMS in the game, but it's still something, and it's still kind of annoying. So, let's go for it. It being hopefully not getting our face completely melted off by that thing. Yeah, look at the size of those energy blasts. Ooh. Truly a weapon to strike fear into the heart if you're not good at dodging, which I'm not. He's dealing good heat damage to me, and that's worrying. Yeah, we're probably gonna end up like overheating. Oh! Damn, we took way too many of those laser blasts right in the face. And that proved to be our undoing. Oh well. He gets in close. We try to DPS him with the machine gun. I almost said minigun. I mean, I guess it sort of is. Of course, he starts side swiping to. Well, that time we only took one ion cannon shot, so I think we can probably get away with this a little better. Hopefully. Nice. That was perfect timing. I was quite concerned about doing that, but it worked out all right. Alright, so what do you got for us, advancement mail? Because we should be getting, yeah, we get our advancement reward here with the CWGG GR12 right arm part. Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. That is our Save the Frames grenade rifle. Oh, yes. Oh, this thing is just severely gimped from Armored Core 2. Oh, man. Oh, grenade rifle. What do they do to you, buddy? They cut your ammo capacity the fucking half is what they did. This thing has 12 shots. In the original Armored Core 2, it had 20. And it was just the king of doing good stuff in the arena. I'm just kind of sad right now seeing that, that's all. Listen. I mean, it's a really good item that we just got, but also, like, they absolutely just... They nerfed it so badly. Look how they massacred my boy, etc. Anyway, we carry on. Barchetta, what do you got here, Barchetta? You've got... Oh, a terrifying piece of machinery here. Polish and grace my ass. You are grenades, 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 grenades. Oh, it's still pretty good. We're still going to use it, at least for the time being. But it used to be significantly better. Just by, if only by virtue of the fact that it had 20 shots compared to the 12 that this has. I'm pretty sure the damage is a little lower. Like, just if I had to guess. Oh, God. Yeah, when those fireballs fly, do not stop circling in the same direction. Otherwise, you will pay. What did I start fighting Michael Bay? Yeah, almost. I mean, this guy just has grenade launchers for arms and 2 grenade launchers on the shoulders, and that's all of the gear that this fella has. Which is just, oh, you got hit. Enjoy being on fire. Enjoy melting from the explosive death balls that got shot at you. It's not nice. This person is extremely impolite. And not very dignified. And worse, I think that this guy has an anti-missile, so my usual strategy of responding to this kind of chicanery with turning into a missile boat is kind of out of the question. I gotta take a look at that, actually. Because, yeah, this is untenable, obviously. We need something that is faster on its feet. And by that, I mean we're probably going to a floating core. And either way, I'm just kind of going to cry a little bit. Yeah, this guy has an anti-missile, so we're going to have a rough go with what I just said, but we're going to take a whack at it anyway. Sell this. Yeah. Legs, I'm sorry. Booster, also, I'm less sorry. This stuff, we need the money that badly, honestly, for some parts of this. Alright. Now, shop. Arms. Where's our... There we go. Our classic missile arms. Our legs. We want... Can we get away with this one and doing the kind of build that I want to do here? The answer is probably no, but we're going to take a shot anyway. Oh no, that's right. Wrong one. K1 Terrier, that's right. Whip everything and extension. Yeah, we've got 1,126 weight points here. Which means we can do it. We can throw this on here. Oh, what? Did I do my math wrong? I did my math wrong. We should be able to stick with this for the moment. And if not, we will do some readjustments. Again, though, I want something that has, like, lowland mobility as one of my big things. Because I'd like to be able to... Again, gotta dodge the fireball. Yeah, you can see that this is really, really rough no matter what, and just... Yo! Like, I see him on the radar, but I don't know where that is somehow. Just... Wow, there's me landing on the grenade, not unlike what happened with... I pulled that off against another boss earlier. I can't be mad at that. That's just... my comeuppance and everything. I got baited. Yeah, this is really rough. Just because it's like you screw up once and it's not an easy thing to get good at either. It takes quite a bit of practice, although I do feel like I'm getting better at the dodges. Hi? How the fuck did he get there? Like, not to be too, you know, like, oh, the game is... But he was so far away in the other direction. I don't know what happened. Just... Well... man, Again, I really think I need to redo this build a little bit, but we'll give it one last try. Just in case we make the breakthrough here. I mean, or I can forget to unpress L1. Again, this is why a twin stick style of control is so much better for something like this. Yeah, because, again, he just got right on top of me, and at that point, once you're in, like, melee range of these cannons, if the guy can stick to you, which he's doing through some kind of magic or something, that's some strong booster for a tank, then you're done. You're done like dinner at that point. Your goose is cooked. Excuse me. So we should be able to equip the other floaty base. And basically what I am trying to go for in order to emphasize this is that I'm just trying to break through this dude's anti-missile. Because I can't think of like what kind of strategy I really want to use here offhand. I'm not that good at flight, so that's a little bit out of the question. Okay, I'm surprised it didn't just stop. Yeah, so that's going to be GG for this fight because I was expecting it to stop overboosting at some point and it didn't. So now I can't use energy. So that one doesn't count because that was a weird mistake that I screwed up in a stupid way. Well, get away from me. And you see, we did it! We did it eventually. This really just kind of goes to show you that vertical missile launcher is incredibly disgusting for fighting against other ACs. Like, it takes a lot of talent to be able to dodge those. And because they move in a weird pattern, it kind of baffles certain anti-missile systems a little bit. And they just do a bunch of damage, especially when you have, extra missiles from your extension. It's really good. And this guy, this is looking like just a heavyweight quad with bazooka arms. So we don't want to get too close. So staying mid-range is a good option, which, hey, excuse me, we're actually set up for that kind of nicely. Excuse my yawning, by the way. Yikes. Oh, I think we just killed ourselves, basically. Get it? Yes! Oh, that was tight. That was very tight. That bazooka is significantly more accurate at long range, at least when they're using it, than I thought it would be. What are we looking at with C12 Shadow Age here? Close range. Ooh, yeah, I see. He's got one of the pile drivers. He's got the melee blade, right hand melee blade, and he's got the 80 shot small rockets. 2 of them, in fact. It's coming in to give us a hug. I think this is the only right-hand blader in the entire arena. I don't seem to recall that being a thing anywhere else, but of course they're like gimmick weapons, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise that only one person uses them. Nice. Okay. No new mail. C11, bad brain. Yeah, I understand, buddy. Ooh, flamethrower, napalm rockets. That right arm gun is a plasma rifle of some description, I believe. So this is looking pretty interesting already. And yep, there we go. Classic. Alright. Milky Way, what do you got here? AC named Nish. What do you... Handgun? Yeah, handgun. Missiles. Extension missiles. Okay, so sort of just a lightweight biped version of what I'm trying to do, but with something that would take more locks to get that much missile spam out. We didn't even use all of our... we didn't even use all of our vertical missiles there. That's fantastic. Alright, Trafalgar. I seem to recall this was one that has some nasty shit. D-Trigger. Devil Trigger? Oh, I see. You've got shotguns, shotguns, shotguns. A pretty solid AMS. Triple rockets. Ooh. Alright. So this guy is gonna need a fair bit more than just these, but these are a good start. Like, again, he's got the highest ammunition AMS in the game, and we still pierced through most of it. He was at less than 2,000 AP after all of those vertical missile salvos. Such a good piece of equipment. It's kind of insane. Alright, what can we expect out of Hostile? Ooh, I see that this is somebody who's basically got a similar idea to what we do. However, I think I'm probably going to be doing it better here because the arms that I have do more damage. I've got, again, those very powerful vertical missile salvos. This is somebody I'd be worried about dodging them, though. Ooh, never mind. We're taking a lot of heat damage here. It's probably for me playing like shit, but still. We'll give it another shot, and then we'll try something different afterwards. Mirror match, more or less. I mean, this guy's got a... This guy is also doing a missile boat with the same legs, even. But I'm using the... I'm using different missile arms. I'm getting absolutely hammered by all of these shots, and I've got the dual vertical missile back units and the vertical missile extensions. Oh, we were close. We were really close. We were... He was at 96. Well, you know what? That means that I'm taking one more crack, and then maybe I should consider a counter strategy, but... Yeah, okay, we should definitely try something a little different here. By which I mean at least have some semblance of anti-missile and probably go back to most of the rest of the stuff we were using before. We start selling off the parts that we don't use so much, or rather we aren't going to use for this. As you can see, we are awash with cash, so at the very least we should be able to build almost anything we'd want to. It may not necessarily all be good, but still. Right, so I think that, yeah, the knot seems to be our best load capacity for a quad. Which is fine, because that's probably more than enough for us. Mal RE Rex. Howitzer? Howitzer, yeah. Alright, back unit. Where's our miniguns? Not those. So we're going all in on this. Oh yeah, I forgot an AMS. Right. I should get one of those. Extension. It's the 50 should, yeah. Ooh, how much are we? Not quite 100, so that's fine. We probably don't need 2 chain guns. And let's get some work going here again. Let's see how this does us. I'll read that in a second. How am I doing with the arena? I'm doing pretty alright. I had a very shitty time against Barchetta, who's the guy with all the bazooka cannons. The bazooka cannons, oh my god. The grenade launchers, pardon me. Just because I wasn't really great at, like, dodging the blasts consistently. I did get there eventually. Also, hey, by the way, guess who forgot to turn on their anti-missile for this entire fight? Up until, like, right now. That was incredibly silly of me. I was like, hey, yeah, that's a really important thing for me to do, and then... Yeah, see, I didn't even think to give that a whack. And then eventually I hit a point where it's just like, okay, go for something that can dodge it. And even though he had a decent anti-missile extension, I was like, okay, I'm going to take the vertical missile, the dual vertical missile back units. Those I've found are very good in the arena. At least so far. We may yet hit a point where eventually the game's just going to be like, yeah, by the way, stop thinking about those, because you've been having too much fun with that. And I'll just be like, oh. We got the small grenade launcher, a radar, a handgun, I believe, and the boomerang. It's not a boomerang. Oh, it's a pulse rifle, I think. Yeah, there's definitely cheesers for a lot of these, although I usually am just going with the straightforward. I did switch to the parking lot when I went up against Fixer, because I seem to recall him being an absolute rat bastard. But my understanding was that he goes high, and if you do it in the parking lot, that has a very low ceiling. So, not a great strategy at that point, right? That wasn't so bad. Yeah, you can... The MG350 is actually significantly better than I had originally given it credit for, and I was like, oh, reload speed too. I'll actually give that a whack. It does really good. It's got pretty good DPS is what I'm trying to say. Just instant throwback from that. Yeah. I can dig it. Okay, now that's a pulse cannon, right? No, it's a middle rocket, something like that. Other ones are whatever. Middle missile, small rockets, rifle, blade, back booster. Street enemy here is probably going to be someone who, if we have trouble, it's going to be more on the back of good AI. As otherwise, this build looks kind of like... not necessarily bad, just more generic than anything. Oh, I overthink a lot of things, so... that might get a little rough. I don't know if that hit or not. Probably not. Stay down, come on. I'm bad at going in the air. Yeah, no, this is not going to be a fight that I'm going to be good at. And again, yeah, not great at like the aerial combat thing. It's all right. I've got other ideas for a next run. And those ideas mostly involve just vertical missiles, because those are real good. At least they suit what I do, and maybe they won't be good here because of the flight. I haven't gotten a good like. I mean, I can get the words. I'm trying to say I understand how up and down the guy's going, but not so much like where his horizontal movement is at. Where's my sell the? I don't even need to start selling all this. I don't need to sell that shit anymore. I've got a lot of cash at this point. We'll get there. But thank you for the luck anyway. Keep that on hand. Alright, we can fit that. Ooh, not quite. Well, we're gonna just try taking this thing off for now. Left arm unit, heck with that. Ooh, that was a big push that we got from that. We were pretty close. Part of it was that I kind of wasted a bit of my shooting when the guy was stuck in that little area. Does he have over 8,000 AP? That's pretty good for this style of core. Stop the blade. Come on, do it again, buddy. Once again, very close. Yeah, that guy is, like, absolutely targeting my... kind of targeting my weak spot in terms of tactics there, so... Fair enough. I can understand that being rough. Alright, C5. Midas, what do we got here? Ooh. Grenade rifle, pulse cannon, ion cannon. Ooh. This could be a potentially pretty tough fight. We dropped her below 1,000 with the missiles alone, I'm pretty sure. That, yeah. Very, very good. This is definitely sort of the period where I think this particular type of part may have been at its strongest. Ooh, new spam. What you got, buddy? Yeah? I mean, we've been doing pretty alright. Oh, nice. Present you with the OPE LAI optional part. That's one of the energy weapon upgrades. I just can't remember which one it is. Improved energy shield coverage. Okay, so not a weapon upgrade, but if you use energy shields, that's a helpful thing to have, I think. I don't use energy shields a lot. I see a slug gun, a radar. Speaking of energy shields, machine gun, more side shields. This could be a toughie. Well, I'm over here with like 2 strategies total, so... For me to talk about difficulty, that's a little strange in general. Alright. Go sideways. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to get close for the rest of this because... Yes. And I just don't have the damage to do that, and I don't really have the wherewithal to counter all that. Yeah. I'm going to take another try at this, and then we're going to do some retooling and see what we can come up with afterwards. Because again, I still like what I'm doing with these missiles. Alright, we want to step away from the slug gun / machine gun user. Now you just keep coming straight at us. Let's set up again. More of the same. Yeah, see, ultimately pretty easy. Only 3 more left in the C ranks. What's Bremen got on the go for us? Multi-box, that's a different term nowadays. Alright, we're looking at another just all missile machine here. This could be a little rough. We may have to switch back to the AMS setup to deal with this. Again, we're gonna have to see what kind of motions we're seeing from this fella here in terms of how to fight it. Yes, I see our enemy is going airborne quite a bit. Oh, wow. I didn't know that I'd landed the kill shot. All right. Well, that was something. That's not exactly the kind of movement I was expecting. I was expecting like little sort of short hop side strafe kind of things. Like barely getting off the ground, but boosting sideways a lot. And not using the ground torpedoes as much. That's interesting. Alright, C2, Impulse. What do we got here? Howitzer. Oh, I see the big boy rockets in there. Ooh, that's a little scary. Multi-missile, Hecto, and the Mars, which is the strongest of the right-hand blades. So this could be a quite nasty, someone we don't want to get up close with. Yeah, as you can tell by all those explosions. An incredibly gross level of shell defense here. This fella. We did not, like, really rip this guy up too severely with our vertical missiles. And we're gonna end this one completely out of ammo too. That's unfortunate. Hey, you want to go for the punch for the kill? Come on, dude. No, he just used the left-hand gun. Yeah, so this necessitates like an immediate switch over. As I just think, can we do better damage with energy weapons, maybe? Let's take a look at these parts a little bit here. And again, I don't know the stats too well, so... I am going to try going for more of an energy weapon-based build here. Right, so clearly we don't need that. We'll take that. I got money, so I can definitely go grab Okay. Plasma cannon. Ooh, yeah. We're gonna go in our optional parts, make sure that we pick up these finally. I've just been forgetting about that for some reason. This will be useful now with the plasma cannon. Excuse me. Didn't mean to yawn, but by my standards, I have been up for a bit here. My standards are getting kind of low on some level. Okay, pick this back up. Oh, we don't have enough money for that. All right. Wow, so I guess we do have to sell stuff now. Let's dump this. Honestly, I probably should just get rid of that other optional part, because I probably won't ever use it. But whatever. Yeah, they're not always good at getting to things on time, really. Well, that makes a great sound, by the way, the plasma cannon. And okay, it just seems like this guy's defense overall is absolutely sick nasty. Not a great fan of that. He was trying to get me with that sword at the end there. Which I gotta give credit there, but still. Alright, one last C-rank foe to deal with. Faust. Nicknamed the Sorcerer. Alright, sure. Ooh, so we're looking at... just a fairly... That's an interesting set of things that are going on with that. So this is, like, again, not an ideal setup, but we're looking at another airborne AC that is using, like, all lightweight stuff, so the game's like, oh, well, don't underestimate how fragile is... No, this dude's absolutely a glass cannon, I'm sure. So, again, if we're looking at an enemy that's going for the airborne stuff, we are, in that case, just gonna crack out all of our... vertical missiles and see how that does us. Yeah, beware the heat from that bazooka, as usual. Oh, he's dancing around that shit pretty well. Commendable, sir. But also, fuck you. Jerk. Well, we just ended up killing ourselves by accident there. Alright, we'll give this a second shot just to make sure, and then I'll probably have to be like, well... Man, he really did just completely dodge those last two salvos entirely, huh? That's nasty. However, if he wants to continue to give us a perfect line of sight to deal with him with the small machine gun, then I'm all for that. I probably did not deserve to win that, and yet I got away with it with really what probably is the wrong strategy to deal with there, so... Whatever, 47,000 credits for winning that, and we have finished the C ranks in the arena. So I'm gonna save. And yeah, we're doing quite well, all considered, I feel like. I mean, okay, we've only got 12% achievements so far, but, you know, not bad. However, that said, I have been streaming for 3 hours, so I think that's going to do it for us for the evening.